Live, testing. 1.
Hello,
2,
Nicole.
3. Itchy.
Good evening, Nicole. How are you, my dear? Hope you are all well. Steve's having a little bit of mic trouble.
And staggering.
Okay. Who's staggering?
You're freezing.
I think it's on your connection somehow. I think I'm a bit late tonight as well. We're both a bit. Well, you weren't late, were you? Your thing just decided to ask about
Reboot.
Decided to reboot.
That's better, isn't it?
Yeah, but your mic's really quiet, isn't it? For some reason, you having to properly like.
Okay. My hearing's pretty good. I heard that.
My phone's all the way over there. Oh God, I better turn off because when they all come back home, it'll all go bing bong, bing bong, and all that one.
Big John.
Right. So good evening, everybody. Hello, John. How you doing? How are you, Nicole? Hope you're everything all right, Nicole. Hope you're all good and everything.
Oh dear.
Let's turn this off. There we go. Yeah. So, Pete Elliott. Hey, Pete.
Hey, Pete.
Hey, Pete. Paul, hello, Paul. How you doing, Paul? Yeah. So,
Night, Paul.
tonight, we were going to do a show about auditors. Pete Elliott's gone, foo! And, foo! Yeah, foo! Yeah, we're good, Nicole. We're all a bit, hello, Dave, how you doing, pal? Yeah, so we were going to do a show on auditors. Stuart McGurn, how are you, pal? And then we were looking into it. And good evening, James. And we were looking into it.
Do people in the chat know what auditors are?
Yeah, do you know what auditors are, everybody? Yeah. You're going to have to turn your mic up.
I've got it here.
That's it. Keep it like that then. We'll have to sort your settings out. You've turned your mic volume down somehow. It might have been when it rebooted. Yeah, do you all know what auditors are? Just another person. Hello, just another person. How are you doing? So I will tell you anyway. So auditors are these people that go around. They'll go up to police stations and fire stations. And there's one guy in Preston. He goes round to Martin. How are you, pal? Buffoons are us. Hey?
Hi, Martin. Fire stations. Did they go to fire stations?
One went to a fire station. I watched him. He was. He's one of the well-known ones. Well-known ones. Observe publicity services and servant stress test.
Ah, is that what auditing means?
No, it's not. No, it's not. No. It's not. It's not an anagram of that. You fucking fella.
No, that's not bad. My spelling is that complete sense to me.
No way. Paul's broke a kneecap. Off work 4 to 6 weeks. Fucking hell, Paul. You've had COVID-19 times.
Last time you had a break, pal.
You've had COVID about 8 times.
I don't think that. Oh, he just works hard, doesn't he? He works up and gets up early.
Yeah, so the Observed Publicity Services and Servant Stress Test. Yeah, is that another name for saying being fucking assholes? Because, yeah, they go around to police stations and fire stations and they just start harassing the people that are there. Like really bugging them and trying to just being cocks. And we tried to look at it to see if we could have like a good like talk about it and see what it is, and it just depressed the shit out of us, didn't it? Basically,
it's just not a very positive. It's
there's
just
no
a very
good side
negative
to it.
Show, and I can't be bothered with arguing with somebody that's. I don't want to argue like that.
There's no positivity to what they do, because I mean, does anybody here understand why they do it other than that Jimmy's here? Why is this not live on YouTube? It is live on YouTube.
Hi, Jimmy. Yeah, it's live, I think.
Yeah, everybody else is watching it on YouTube, Jim.
Yeah.
Look, see, we've got all YouTubes, and you're on a third, Jimmy. Oh, he's banned.
I think
Jimmy's
banned trying to mess with her head.
He's banned from YouTube, isn't he?
No way.
Yeah, I think he's got a weak ban, hasn't he, for putting that song on? Is that right, Jimmy? Did you get?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's shit, isn't it?
yeah. I knew you were on,
Right.
but couldn't find you. Had a bit of a worry. Hey, everybody. Jimmy O'Neill. Just another person. Audit this, Martin says. Exactly. James says it's a weird grey area. The people who do it are very militant. Grey area? I can't see how there's much of a grey area about it. About it. Because I know, Louise, because they're just pricks. Imagine you're at work and somebody comes up and there's like one guy from Preston. What's he called? Tyrants. Something Tyrants, isn't he? He's called that fucking idiots. Meet the Tyrants, is it?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Something like
The
that.
main two I've seen is the Live Free, and there's a Canadian guy, possibly a Canadian guy. I can't think what he's called.
I haven't even got to the
He might be
Americans.
Oh, no.
Because I just know
I
they're
couldn't watch the
fucking.
American.
No.
No,
Uh,
no offense to American friends.
no,
It's
no.
bad enough in a very similar accent to me. It's really they really annoy me. I mean,
Yeah.
but generally, like I said, I don't think that they're not bad people, and what they're trying to do is, it could be right, but the way they do it, it's got nothing to do with the point. I presume the point is they're going to a police station, a prison, for example, where something bad's happened. There's a bad screw with blah blah blah, and they want to make it a point of it, but they don't do that.
No.
They go there and antagonize somebody who's just working there, probably hasn't got a clue what's happened, and come out with the rules of Section 25. You don't stand away from me. And you shouted at me. You do realise you're not allowed to. What? There's like a badge that they wear. I don't want you wearing that badge. You want, mate? It's just like it's a badge. No, that means you're. It fucking doesn't.
No, but they're just but they're proper.
Trying to be clever twat.
Yeah, I mean
they go. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, but they're just our pricks. They're just out there to antagonize because they're armed with a camera and they know full well that if the police suddenly go like, right, that's it, you're a prick, and they get hold of him, the police is going to get done because unfortunately you can't be done for being a prick. Do you know what I mean? That's what's so unbelievably bad. I mean, there's the one guy from Preston. You antagonize me. What's the difference? Good evening, Jimmy.
Hey, Jimmy.
How are you, my friend? I mean, there's the one guy from Preston. Head on. He's learning.
Amateur Jimmy. He's
Amateur Jimmy again. He's a pop star now. You think he'd figured all this?
Time on YouTube. Anyway, the point is, we're a little rant here, but I don't want to do a full show on it because it's just a very. Jimmy, you have a quick couple of minutes on the auditing, but we don't want to make a full thing of it because it's a bit gloomy.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what that makes? You know what I mean?
They're just people devoid of talent. They can't do anything else to direct attention towards themselves. So they go under the banner of being public freedom fighters and shouting at some country down Asda.
Yeah,
that's going to bring the new world order down, isn't it? Shouting at a security guard outside Asda.
Yeah, but they make it worse though, don't they? Because they're going to bring a law in, aren't they? About to say, right, you can't go filming.
It worse. That's the whole point.
They're going to bring a law in to say, right, you can't come around filming police stations and stuff like that because they could get people who are going into prison. You might have somebody who wants to, they've been abused or something like that. And they're going in. They'll get them on film. I mean, I have a few friends who are police, and they've had to move because somebody who they've nicked has gone and harassed them. You know what I mean? Because they're videoing all the police cars, aren't they? And all the regs and everything. So you can soon track them down if you've been nicked. You know what I mean? So
they're making friends in they're making enemies in high places, though. Really, what they don't realise is they'll all be on watch lists.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
When they bring the cattle trucks around, they'll be the first ones on it.
Is it just mine, or is everybody? It's all. I can't hear it proper, mate.
No, it's you. Have you got you plugged in?
I've got everything done. Honestly, I've checked it all. Somebody else is saying turn YouTube off, Jimmy.
No, it's because when he came on, Steve, it was all echoing. It's
all over for me.
Oh dear.
Oh,
and
Wait a minute. I can't believe that.
it's no. There's just no excuse for what they do at all. They're just. I mean, like saying from Preston, he goes round to like Travis Perkins and stuff like that, and he's videoing them. They're all like, "What are you doing?" Like, "Oh, just jog on. Don't worry. Don't you carry on. Get back to work, cock." Yeah, but why are you around here videoing? We don't understand why you're videoing. They're bothered about what's going on, and he just turns into a complete prick. And they go into the actual yard, going around filming all yard. What are you doing?
100%. If somebody was filming me, say I'm working away, I'm going, "What are you doing, mate?" "Nothing. I've actually got the right, 'cause I'm in public." I got right, mate. Turn it off. I don't know what you're doing, but I don't want you filming me.
Yeah.
No, but I just go down, get the phone, I smash it up, and go, "Right, fuck off. Go and ring the police, do whatever you want." Fucking dick.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I would do, without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah.
But they can't do it. They're in the job that they can't do it. It's different going up to a
That's what I'm saying, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
But it's the same thing. Well, it's not, but.
Anyway, how you doing, Jimmy?
I'm a bit of a cold type of a thing that won't go away. It might be this new Omicron shit. I don't know, the new variant or whatever.
Tell us what's happened with the song anyway.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Ian put the song on his live stream. Nothing happened. Basically, it's a case of some twats reporting the AI hasn't. If the AI was that on it, it would have got Ian as well and give Ian a copyright strike. But it's not copyright strike. Right. A strike for medical disinformation. So basically, I've been banned off YouTube for a week. But it's on BitChute. It's on brand YouTube. Spotify have had it, so it's up there and it's just chugging along.
But why? I don't understand if it's your song. How can you get like copyrighted on it?
Because of the content of it is kind of I suppose you'd deem it anti-vax.
Fucking hell. So like I said, Jimmy, they'll play So What, because I actually checked. I watched your song and saw what you put. I thought, I wonder if I can get So What by fucking Anti-Dore League on one of the most offensive fucking songs ever. You know what I mean? And yeah, right there.
There's people killing dogs on YouTube, but as long as they're vaccinated, it's all right, isn't it? Kind of thing.
Hey, what about fucking what's he called? He got fucked, didn't he? Fucking Dokovic, didn't he?
With the tennis player.
Yeah.
But what's happened? I don't follow the news on purpose.
No, I don't. But I listen to it when we have radio on it wagon at work. It come on, and I've been interested in what we're going on. Because all that vaccination thing started, with the people who are vaccinated and all that, and it was all coming to. I thought, here we fucking go now, because he's had COVID, hasn't he? He's had it already, and I think
that double COVID. He's literally had the same scenario as me. He's had COVID twice, and second time no symptoms at all.
Yeah,
and he's checked. He's like massively checked his antibodies, so he's like fine as you can be. And I thought, I listened to an hour of it on Radio 2 the other day. They're all arguing about this and that. Not one of them came up with the point of, but he's probably more safer than anybody else about spreading it.
Yeah.
Which should be what it's all about.
Yeah,
this is the problem,
totally
isn't it?
Yeah,
is that not the problem about spreading it and giving it to all people?
Yeah, but you don't stop spreading it if you're vaccinated, do you? You just don't get as bad, you don't get the symptoms about it.
Absolutely not. And this is the point. Of why is that not? Why in a 1 hour show did nobody come up with that point of thinking?
Everybody seems to forget, don't they? What it's about. I mean, the vaccination is pretty much equivalent to having it, isn't it?
There's two things. How do we stop people dying and go to hospital? Where you get fitter, you get healthier. And then how do you stop? How do we stop it spreading? And if you do get it, what do you do then? That doesn't seem to be on the cards.
No, it doesn't.
Fucking nuts, this world, isn't it? Really is fucking nuts.
This is. I think they're going to look back. I think in years and years to come, they'll look back at what happened and they'll go, "What the fucking hell happened then?"
Yeah.
They should vaccinate people with B12 shots and vitamin D fucking shots and make them tell them to eat better. As the first protocol.
Yeah, it's just fucking.
Somebody come round to the house yesterday and we were on about it and all that. I actually got some vitamin D out and I gave some to Trudy and they said, "What's that for?" I went, "That's vitamin D. Do you know anything about it?" Nothing. Didn't know anything about it. Like, right, what was it do? Is it not if you take too much vitamins, you just piss it out and all these things, whatever what a lot of people
What everybody thinks.
no,
Yeah. No. It's just fucking because I looked into all of it. You can't take, or you can pretty much not take. You have to take an unbelievable amount for it to be like, not good for your vitamin D. Like a stupid shitload amount, So everything's just.
Jimmy, was it not your other channel that was? So your main
one?
channel's gone for a week.
My main channel's down for a week. This is my backup channel I'm broadcasting from.
Right.
Broadcasting. That sounds fucking poncy, doesn't it? But I'm sat in my living room from broadcasting live from Wigan.
I know. This is the argument we had when we were trying to name show, or what to call it like, and everything.
I'm sat here with noshing off Tony Walker mic.
Sorry, Steve. I've joined a social media platform called Getter, and it's GETTR, and it's like an underground. It's meant to be like the people who've been banned off all the other platforms have started this platform called GETTR, Getter.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's a recent event, but do you know outside the BBC there's a Nancy statue, and it was designed by a paedophile over the door. And it's a man.
Yeah, just somebody twatting it before.
Yeah, is it today that? Was that today that's happened with the lump hammer knocking?
Well, I just seen a clip of it literally just as I come on YouTube.
Yeah, I wondered if that was
crazy man.
I wondered if that was today kind of thing. Yeah, but somebody was up a ladder with a fucking lump hammer knocking fuck out of it.
Oh God, they don't get it though, do they? That's the best thing. They keep knocking statues over and throwing them all over. It's like, well, you're just erasing history. All right, who was the statue of? I mean, I'm sure it wasn't a paedophile. I mean, I'm sure
some Shakespeare thing, Prospero and Ariel, not the washing powder. Don't know who fucking Ariel.
Vim.
But apparently the bloke he designed it was a fiddler, a convicted fiddler, and well, like I said, but the thing is though now, them 4 people who took that Black Lives was it Edward Coulson statue down and didn't get convicted. They've set a benchmark now, haven't they? Because that'll be a case in law saying, well, I didn't like that statue, so I went and pulled it down, and well, this is it. Where do you draw the line then? What's good for one's has to be good for everybody, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, it's just, but that's the thing though. We're just erasing history now. Anything that people do, this cancel culture and all this crap and all, everything's being good. We just turned everybody. I mean, I know you're big on old conspiracy, Jimmy, but I mean, if it is true, they must be laughing their ass off right now, going, "Look at them! They're doing it all themselves to each other."
Again, almost like the auditing. It's all. Yeah. It's not about the thing. It's not about the BBC fella being a paedophile. It's about somebody getting on fucking Facebook and go, "Look at me, I'm smashing something." Yes, everybody like me. Look at yeah.
That's exactly.
It's not about the real thing. It's all about that.
Because that's what them auditors are doing it for. That's the only reason why they're doing it is for all the subs and the likes and all that comes with it. That's the only reason why they do it. They just, oh God. But I mean, it's going to happen though. Some of them are going to get killed. There's one round at Blackburn that were doing it, and there was a raid going on in Blackburn. 2 coppers got hurt, and this bloke's there being the local hero. Oh, here it is, and all this, and coppers are like, just fuck off, will you like, and everything. Oh no, don't, just don't be aggressive. Don't be aggressive. I mean, they had one. Where was that? I was watching. Don't want to get back onto it. I think it was. I forgot where it were. So they go into the police station. These 2 lads, being pricks all over the show. Bloke comes out. Look, you can't come in here. Yeah, I can. It's public property. So they finally said, right, come on, get him out. So they drag him out. And then as he's dragging him out, he starts off, "Get off, you pig! Get back in your pigsty, you pig!" and all this lot. I think coppers just nick him. And
when they do that sausage thing.
Oh.
And they go, "You're dismissed." Like, what?
Yeah.
You're dismissed. Honestly, I go, really? Yeah, dismiss this, you fucking prick.
Yeah. The best thing is, right, they'll all be there giving it, "We pay your wages," and all this. Like, no, you don't. I bet you're a fucking doll. You've got time to go all day videoing everyone.
Right, I'm gonna have to turn it off and start again because I don't know. I can't. You're all over the place, was.
Yeah. Okay then. We'll see you in a bit then.
Right.
Ray thinks I think cancel culture is a great idea. Come on, get on, Ray. Come on, let's have a listen to you. Why do you think cancel culture is a great idea?
He's thinking and he's being controversial.
We love him being controversial. Steve made up. It was really funny on Saturday. We had a quiz thing going on Saturday, and Steve made up a question about Tiger Woods, and he's saying he's named Tiger. He's because he's from Thailand. He's half Thai, and his parents are actually from Germany. They're like American German and all this lot. So Thai is for Thailand and Jer for Germany, and that's his real name. It would truth the bollocks like. And then, so Ray went for it right away. Ray's like, "Oh, that's true. Like, and it was obviously false. I thought I can see like that being done. And then I thought, and then Steve said he made it up. I said you should put that on the Wikipedia. Get it up on Wikipedia, and then see how many people totally believe it. And then Ray, come on, he says, in another year I'd look at that and then totally believe that.
Well, you can make anything factual. You can argue a point. You can argue a point for anything.
Yeah.
Although I'm into conspiracy theories, you have to draw a line at some of them, and some are just people who are fucking like should be in psychiatric wards. So some of them, not all of them.
No, not all.
No. Con men. You know what? This is my theory. David Icke is a con man.
Yeah.
David Icke is making millions and millions of pounds, and
Alex Jones is.
If you go on that Alex Jones, buy these shutters for your windows when the zombies come to.
He has food. He has supplements and all that. And on it says Dr. Jones. Dr. Jones is, and they're making millions.
But
and it's big money.
If David Icke was such a threat to the status quo, number one, he would have been fucking bumped off. Anyone, even Bob, they tried Bob. Bob Marley got shot. You know what I mean? And Lennon had a big following, and he was talking peace and non-violence and things. And the CIA, it's all factual. The CIA had a big file on Lennon.
They have files on him, but I didn't shoot him. You know what I mean?
Well, David Icke is a snake oil salesman. His books are 30 quid a piece.
Yeah.
Now
I read that first. I read the what's it called? The Truth Shall Set You Free. I read that when it came out.
You know what I mean? He doesn't offer a solution. He doesn't offer a solution. He just says, right, this is how it is. In 30 years, you're going to be fucking cyborgs.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, how long ago was the Truth? I bet that's 20 years old now, isn't it? The Truth Will Set You Free. Yeah, that must be 20 years old, that book now.
Every book he's made is the same fucking tale regurgitated.
Oh, just all the time, isn't it? And then now, of course, there's YouTube, and he has the shows as well. Yeah, David Icke, yeah. And he has the shows as well, And then it's like, what's he called as well? He's making a good killing off it. He's, what's he called? Icklebuck bloke. Icklebuck. What's he called? Russell Brand. He has another one, doesn't he? And he's all like...
worse than David Icke. I think his comedy career was tanking, wasn't it? So he became a fucking guru.
Yeah. And it's all, it's all, it goes right down there. They're all making a big show. And that Jimmy Dore that we were talking about, oh my God, he gets on my tits, that
Who's
bloke.
this? I don't know who this is. Who's Jimmy Dore?
He was American. He was a stand-up comedian, and now he has his own, like, show, like an internet show. And he's just, he uses all the tactics that all mainstream media use, where he'll do it to a certain point and cut it off, totally edit to his favour, and then just take, have a good laugh and take the piss. And then he has cronies sat beside him and laughing away. Oh, Jimmy Dore, you're really funny, And it's just, it stinks, it does. It absolutely stinks. And that's the thing, Jimmy, we have this, how can you tell now? Where are the facts now? Between the mainstream and social and all that, where the hell are the facts now? So hard, isn't it?
I think we're living it. I think the thing is nowadays, you have to trust your instincts.
Yeah. But I mean, it's going to be. We come from earlier on where you were able to do that, but now Do you know, like kids coming up now where they just right from the word go? You know what I mean? It's
Well, the grooming all them for this fucking virtual reality world, aren't they? With these Oculuses and you want them fuck reality off straight away and be straight in the virtual world.
Yeah, but that's the obvious way to go, isn't it? For all that kind of stuff. But
with headsets on.
According to Ray, though, we're already in it.
To a certain extent, we are, because what we're doing now is virtual. You know what I mean? Cryptocurrency.
This is my big issue with it all. Everybody on the phones, all of us on the YouTube, we're all fucking obsessed about it in one way or the other. You know.
Yeah, but I mean, but there's nothing wrong with doing something like this. This is when people talking like this. I know, but we're talking now to not just. But Jimmy.
Well, I'm struggling to hear you. I'm struggling to hear you.
You are
breaking up, mate. It's just breaking up a little bit.
It's your end. It's definitely your end, because me and Jimmy can hear each other fine. We can hear you fine, Steve. I don't know why you can't. I think you've cocked something up with your sound and all that lot. I think
you're good, you Warren. Yeah, there is something up with it, isn't there?
That you can fix, Steve. That's where I was getting towards. He gets like this, Jimmy. Can you see? He gets like this. He gets all uppity.
I am a bit tired and grumpy. I've got something working hard today, to be honest. I need a beer. I'm drinking tea.
Oh, how are you doing when you're not drinking beer?
Not too bad. Yeah, not too bad.
What's not too bad?
That, right, next question.
I'm
having a brew now, look, it's not fake. Shit.
Barry, all right. Barry, how you doing, pal?
All right, I was watching Barry drumming last night. It was quite good.
What, while they were driving a wagon? That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Vifford says, never worry if false idols.
Never crash driving.
Eh? Never worship. How do you know if an idol's false or not? Surely all idols are false. I don't. No, David Icke was a great goalkeeper. Russell Brand, the top shagger.
I've seen that before, yeah.
Sorry, Jimmy, go on. You say, bud.
I forgot what I was saying. It's all bollocks anyway, you know.
Koilos says that the Criminal Justice Act of 1972, Section 30, film in a public place, that's law. If people choose to film, that's their choice. It's when and why coppers don't like being filmed is strange. No laws are being... Carlos, if you can't understand why a copper doesn't... If you imagine you're at work and then somebody comes up sticking a bloody phone in your face wanting to get a reaction out of you, and you think when they get wound up that's strange and there's something wrong with you there, Carlos. Dear God, I mean, imagine...
We shouldn't be able to antagonize the police. We should have respect for the police. I get it, they don't do everything right, but that old respect that we have for the copper, you know, that's the word, respect. Not fear, not anything. Just that's the good guy, and he's looking after us, and blah, you know.
Who do the auditors ring up? If somebody comes round to smash their face in, who do the auditors ring up then? Do they ring the police up by any chance? Is that somebody's going to come?
By the way, we're not on about them fucking Japanese bastards. They're fucking different. Anyway, well.
What Japanese? What are you on about?
The ones who fucking put me in prison.
All right. I wondered what you were on about then. I thought he's just gone completely start raving mental. Yeah. But I mean, do you remember on the bridge when the guy was going to blow his cell up and when they were stabbing everybody and everybody was running away? Do you know who was running towards them? The coppers. The coppers were running towards them when there were all that going on. That's why they all make me laugh with all this police. Oh, yeah, let's get rid of the police and let's get... Imagine if there were no police. You know, all these with phones, they'd be the first to die. Because they can't look after themselves. They're assholes. Not any stand-up kind of bloke will go up and do that to anybody. Ugh, sorry.
Yeah, they would have stuck a camera in Clint Eastwood's face.
You all right?
Barry, chatting with...
I thought that was you. I thought Steve's gone fucking mentally. I didn't see that. Yeah. So,
but Barry, do you want to jump on? Anybody, Ray, if anybody wants to jump on, there's a link. Is there a link out there? I don't know.
That's how Jimmy got it. You think Jimmy did? Jimmy just
you're welcome to jump on.
Yeah, give salam. Come on, let's have a chat. We're having a fireside chat. It's a chat by the fireside. Do you feel lucky, punk? Yeah. Viffer says British police. Riz is here. British police are actually very good compared to some countries. Spanish police are particularly vicious. Well, that's it. I mean, don't forget our coppers have health and safety like you wouldn't believe, don't they? Imagine doing that in one of them countries. I bet they don't have so many of them in Spain and stuff like that. They get the shit kicked out of them.
Yeah.
You know, it's fun.
And it's same with screws in the neck. The screws, they're under such a fucking, you know what I mean? They're going to get accused of this and bullying and blah blah blah. It's just gone too far. You know. Same with the teachers. Imagine the teachers now what they have to fucking put up with.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing worse than that. But fucking hell, it's effective, isn't it? That stops you fucking around.
I remember that Mr. Gallagher. I was about 9 or 10, and I come back off the summer holidays a week later, and they had this new teacher, and I got it. So what's he like? I said, oh, he's well bad. What do you mean? I said, oh, he's really bad. And then somebody, French brothers. The last name was French, and they were Irish. I always thought that was weird. And then he cocked up, and he grabbed hold of him and picked him up like this. And he's like, why did you picked him right up off the ground like that? Why didn't you do, your own work or whatever, like? And I'm like, fuck you know. Getting caned and shit and strap and all, and slipper.
Oh.
Yeah, all that lot.
I mean, vast majority of the time, it was the kid like me was being a dick.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, fucking hell. I tell you what, I didn't want to get a cane again. I was one of the last people to get caned, that year. I think it was 1983. Fucking hell, it hurts. I'll never forget
Slipper,
it.
that pump. Yeah, we had the big, massive trainers. You know the old trainer? Ed Wiener. We had Ed Wiener. That was one that we always give it a name, didn't you? The proper, the big old trainer? Used to whack you on your
See you later, Mark.
Hey, Mark. See you later, bud. Bye now. But, yeah, it's just that... what's on? Carlos is on here.
Fucking hell, I've got the mic.
The fact is, it's law to be able to film in public. Public servants who are not happy with that must be hiding something. Carlos, how can you say that? Why do you think they're hiding something? They're people. Do you not understand that they're people just like us with a job? And then some prick comes up and sticks a camera in your face trying to get you to wind you up just to make you mad. And then they know they can't react because they're filming it and they'll get sacked, even though the person who's doing it is a prick. Carlos, you must understand that I don't usually get like this, but it really gets on my tits. Ooh, Jimmy, tell us this. Make me happy, Jimmy. Come on, tell me your story.
I'm just listening. I've not a lot to say for myself tonight. I'm just watching the
me ranting.
The COSY.
Hey, I was on the piss the other night with an ex-copper, and good bloke and all that. I won't say too much about him anyway, but he's into spearfishing. I'm going to go spearfishing fish with him at one time. Anyway, I was on about, I think it was maybe 15 years ago they used to work there. And I was saying like, what was it like and how he left and some interesting stories. I won't fully talk about it, but it was basically it was a nonce twatter. He used to go around twatting nonces. He used to find out where they lived and stuff, and like that proper went on, to get him from certain areas and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Back in the good old days where you get a good fucking beating.
Gentlemen, I'm gonna bounce off. I'm a bit rough around the chops and stuff, but thank you for having me.
No worries, Jimmy. You're always welcome, pal. Thanks for coming on, Jim.
Bye bye.
And if there's somewhere we can give you promotion for that your record,
it's on Spotify. Should I put a link? Should I throw a link in your comment section?
Yeah, chuck it in, Jimmy. Yeah. Jimmy's got a song out. I don't know if you've heard it.
I can't comment on you. It's a moderated. I think can I comment on your?
Yeah, you can.
It doesn't appear to that I can comment. If in stream, it's a I'll tell you what. I'll throw it in the YouTube link before when I depart.
Sound. No worries, pal.
See you later, lads. Thank you. Bye bye.
All right, Jimmy. Thanks, pal. Good luck, bud. See you, mate. Bye. Oh God, he was here. Carlos is just total on it here. How many? How many copies have been done for? Oh God, how many copies have been done for battery? What compared to everybody else? Oh, what a load of Carlos. Totally don't agree with that at all.
Yeah.
Anyway, what did Dave say? Dave says I climbed a tree in Spain and a Spanish cop got his gun out and pointed at me and said he'd shoot me if I didn't get down. Razor says, if it wasn't for police, I'd be living like a kid with slaves and bitches. Yeah, that's it. Don't worry, Carlos. One day you'll need a copper, and then we'll see what happens then, eh? Like I say, when they were all on the bloody bridge, Carlos, when they were stabbing everybody on the bridge, and all them terrorists, and everybody was running one way, the only people running towards them were the coppers, weren't they? Saving people's lives, Carlos. At Manchester, same again.
But that isn't the point that we're on about. It isn't the fact that they do things wrong, because they do.
Yes.
It's the fact that the auditors aren't doing it for that reason, which is that's the point of it. If that was solely but you watch every one of them, it hardly gets mentioned. It's all about the fact that I know this right, and I've got the right to do this, so you haven't got the right to do that. And then with all that, it's all about that.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's nothing to do with like standing up for the people or anything like that. It's just trying to get a rise out of the coppers, and other people going, "Oh, he's getting a rise out of the coppers," like that, and that's exactly what it is.
Self-righteous bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, moving swiftly on.
Yeah, this is why we didn't want to do that.
No, that's why we didn't want to do that. How are you, Clint? Sorry, Clint. Didn't
all right, Clint. Yeah, good.
Razorhead is here. Have you had Razorhead on before? Good evening, Razor. How you doing, pal? But anyways, yeah. So moving swiftly on, because that's why we didn't want to do it. So sorry for getting angry, Carlos, and all that lot. It's but it just I'm not going there anymore now. That's it now. But people slag with the police, but they would instantly ring 9 out if they was in the shit. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So yeah. So and you. So what else? What else we're going to talk about now? I forgot what we were talking about.
Well, we're going to be on about what we're doing next, episodes and whatnot.
Yeah,
because literally, it was only the last night that we pulled out of it. Because what was we'd already. I said, "Oh, let's not do this. Let's not go there." But we don't mind talking about because we're going to be talking about lots of serious stuff. But we don't want to do it in a negative way. Like we've literally gone a bit ranty because we knew it's hard not to go this way and argue with people.
Yeah,
like that. No, when they call them sausages, that fucking annoying.
Yeah, anyway. no worries. Sorry for shouting, Carlos. He does get me, but it's all good crap. That's why we didn't want to do it, pal. But it's like when we talk about other stuff, you can understand where other points are. Do you know what I mean? Like other stuff we're going to talk about, like when Ray gets on.
Right. Here's my list. Here's my list so far. I've just got a bit of topics that are going to be war, moon landings, JFK, fast food, UFOs, ghosts, alcohol, cigarettes, art.
Oh, I think that's lovely.
Violence.
Yeah,
prison. We've not talked about prison.
Let me I can't keep picking up the soap.
That's on my list. That's on my list of things to do.
That's enough for how many Wednesdays is that? That's a lot of Wednesdays, isn't it?
It's all not too serious. We're not doing it all in a too serious way.
We like to do it in a way like get people on and get your opinions and stuff, and it's that's cool, you know. And Steel Walls, are you anywhere near competent? Yeah, we're not. Yeah. We're kind of like
other there, didn't we? Was
yeah, the Hare and Hounds. Is it the Hare and Hounds?
The Hare and Hounds do really good gigs. Them.
That were a top gig. That if we used to play at the Hare and Hounds, yeah. That were really.
Back with hillbillies. Rock band plated. Rock band plated. Yep, we're gonna go down well here.
Yeah, not far. I'm great. Oh, near Blackburn and that way. Dave Mundy says American government say UFO exists. That's scary. Well, yeah, but don't forget a UFO is another identified flying object. It's not necessarily a spaceship, is it, Dave? You know what I mean? So USOs. I don't know what's this called. It says USOs also should be in UFO chart. I don't get that. I'm missing
Clint's
something
going to
there.
watch Madness.
Chat. Oh, it means chat.
Well,
USOs
me and Wars
also
are going to
should
watch
be in
Killing Joke.
Yeah. Oh, unidentified submerged object. I think is that what that is? Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, we will do, Carlos. Yeah, they'll all go in that.
Yeah, all part of it. Definitely all part of it.
Yeah, yeah. What's he called? Chatting. Speaking of ghosts, do you think if Derek Acora was genuine, then he would know how to come through the other side? Oh, God, I know. Oh, when people fall for that. See, that's the thing, isn't it? People just want to believe. I mean, I joined a UFO thing on Facebook, a UFO page on Facebook. Oh, God. It's just.
I can't see that going wrong. You know.
Well, I'm just looking for comments. I mean, I have mentioned a couple of times, but I just look at the comments and they're proper. Oh, God. The weird and the wonderful.
Time travel. That's a good one. That's going down.
Time travel. Thing
Yeah,
is, though,
that fucks in my head.
It's like, I think the basic of time travel, right, is imagine you invented a telephone, right? Because I can see it working something like that. So then you'd have to have somebody at the other end with the, with another telephone.
Well, you can only go backwards, can't you? You can't go in. You can't go.
Why?
Because it's light. It's about being light, isn't it?
I know, yeah. I've always thought that, yeah.
The rest is absolutely.
I always thought that you can only ever observe it. You can't interact because it's light.
This is where it's definitely. There's definitely a show in that, isn't there?
Oh yeah. These are just this
is interesting. It's very confusing.
Well, yeah, because I've always thought that with time travel. I thought if you could go back in time. So you're catching up. It's only light, isn't it, that you're catching up to? So surely you can only observe it and you can't interact. But
right, offhand, how far do you think when you see the sun? Yeah. How many seconds? This is where I get behind or in front. Is it? No, it's behind, isn't it?
It's 8 minutes.
Oh, fuck. See, is it behind or is it in front? What you're seeing? No, it's behind.
It's behind.
It's already happened. Is it 7 or 8 minutes behind?
The sun is set. When we see it going down, it's already set. It takes light 8 minutes to get from the sun to where you.
Right. Pass. Yeah, Ray. Thoughts and belief. Have we done religion? It shouldn't be religion. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be religion.
But no, that's.
Yeah.
Eh? Have we done religion?
I don't think we have actually, have we? We did death.
We've done death,
Madness in July. Oh yeah, we're going to see Killing Joke. That's what we're right. Whiskey on the moon whilst kicking a rock. Whiskey on the moon whilst kicking a rock. I don't understand that much. The Alan Godfrey case in Todmorden is fascinating, especially him being on duty copper. Oh, I don't know anything about that, Viffer. I don't know anything about that at all, pal. That's obviously the dodgy copper.
Alan Godfrey.
No idea. The Alan Godfrey case in Todmorden is a fascinating, especially him being on. I don't know anything about that, pal.
We used to go rock climbing in Todmorden, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. We did one right at top, like Viffer. You know the big cliffs right at the top. The really as you're driving through Todmorden, you got those massive ones. We did a thing right where, so you had to go. You had to put your feet right to the edge of the cliff, right. So if you step back, you're falling off. So with your feet right to the back, you have to take 3 steps forward, right, and then you close your eyes and take 3 steps back. Oh, do you remember doing that? Oh, God.
I could do it. I don't reckon I could do it for £1 million, that now. The memory of how...
do it then.
No.
I've always hated heights, but Jesus Christ, yeah, we were all...
I thought this said... where is it?
I'm trying to catch up with
UFO. I thought this said UFO auditing.
UFO abductee. Yeah, that's right. Quantum physics.
UFO, right. If you look at section 22, you realise, right, get away from UFO.
I don't know what DARPA is. Does anyone know what DARPA is? Carlos has put DARPA. I've no idea what that is. It's always had a very strange atmosphere in East Lancashire. Love the place. It's very wet as well, isn't it, all there? Thoughts and beliefs for a topic. Thoughts and beliefs. Oh, that's a good one.
That's what I just said before. Religion.
Oh, sorry, Steve. No, you said religion.
No, but I said thoughts and belief, religion type. You know.
Oh, right, yeah, write that down. Thoughts and beliefs. That's a good one. That one. There are
No,
stars
definitely. Yeah, that's a good
that
one.
you can see tonight that burned out millions of years. That's exactly true. Is that? Chrislam should be a religion. What the hell's Chrislam? Is he a cricketer? I know somebody called Chrislam.
Right. Here's one for you. The nearest star to us. How behind is that? Like with the sun, like the sun's 8 minutes. How do you know it?
Yeah, 4 light years.
Well, see what the people say in the chat. So you explain it better, was go on.
Yeah, the nearest star. Does everybody know how far the nearest star is? Apart from the sun, of course.
Right. But it's how old is that we're actually seeing? That's the question.
Yeah. It's the same distance. Yeah. Who was the guy?
Right. Anyway, so what do you think it is, was?
Oh, Dave, come on. Who was the guy already on the moon filming the moon landing? Dave, right. This is what they did. They thought, we can't miss this opportunity of watching Armstrong go down for the first. Do you know what they did? They put cameras on the outside of the craft when it landed, so they didn't film him. Yeah, Baz has got it. 4 light years. Yeah. 4 light years.
Is it
Imagine
4
that.
years?
4 light years.
I thought it was more than that.
No.
Is
it Alpha Centauri, is it called, something like that? 4 light years. So if we invented the technology, right, to go at the speed of light, it'd take 4 years to get there. 4 fucking years. And then that's the thing about aliens, isn't it? Because if aliens can travel all the way over here and do that and cross that time and with all the super technology, and then they're flying around and they can't turn their fucking lights off.
Well, that's it though, basically, in it. So that star that we can see is 4 years old. But if we could click onto what we can see, we're going on to 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And that is time travel. That's how. Well, that's how we're going to do it, was. You right? You happy with that?
No. Right. Apparently, DARPA is Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency. And then Carlos says, don't know what DARPA is? Wow.
I just said, don't know what DARPA is? Prick.
Don't you love it when that's when you know something that somebody else doesn't know? Do you not know what that is? Do you not know what it is? Yeah. I know what that is.
Really? Honestly, do you not know? Really? Do you not know that? No, do you really not know that? You're taking piss.
I looked it up 5 minutes ago. I know what it is. I know it. So why don't you know it?
I said it to Woz when he didn't know what mammary glands was when he was about 25. It really was. You don't know what mammary glands are.
Yeah, but
everybody knows what mammary glands are.
Yeah, but everybody did. Carlos, you probably don't know either, just the information is put out there for us to view. Oh, dear, yeah. Alpha Centauri, yeah, I thought it was, yeah. Stanley Kubrick filmed the moon landing. He left clues. I know. I read that one. He left clues. Don't you love that? That he said, right, because of his guilt, because he was doing it, he left clues. It was like he admitted that he filmed it. So no, he didn't come out and just say it was me. I filmed it. No. He left clues.
Well, I like the one to say. You know, you do know they went 8 times, so they faked it 8 times. Yeah, they eventually went there. It was the first one that was all fake. So they guessed it absolutely bang on. I was going to work in the 60s. Yeah.
And the best one ever.
What he knew, did it?
Yeah, but the best one ever is the Russians who were in the space race. Never once did they say, no, he didn't land. Not once. So I mean, I'm sure they'd have tried to, like put a spanner in the works if they could. But 4 light years away, and there will still be no end to that effing sail at DFSS by the time you get back. Slow way. You know the furniture place, Steve, that's always doing sales on where you can buy furniture. The DFS sale. Well, I thought it was funny. Sorry, Baz. I thought it was funny.
Yeah. Do you think people still? Beep this now think we are as people must still fall for that. Well, there's a sale on.
Oh God!
Are these places with a big sale?
Yeah.
Oh,
like
no, we've got
Friday, isn't it? It's like Black Friday, isn't it? All they do is say, how much does it cost normally? 300, right? So put 500 and cross that out and then sell it for 300. Yeah. Thank you for the memories and goodbye to the memories, says Rizzler. I like that one actually. Loads of clues. Why would he leave clues, James? Why would Stanley Kubrick leave clues? I mean, that's the bet. That's what conspiracy theories love, doesn't it? Clues, not just hard.
Have you not seen The Shining? Have you not seen The Shining? It's all in there in The Shining.
It's all in there because he has this rocket on his jumper, doesn't he? He has a rocket on his jumper.
Oh, it's worse than that. Do you know the number on the actual door?
234.
Well, three doors down from that, there's another number, and it takes 17 steps to get from there to the lift. You add them all together, that's exact how many minutes that the whole thing happened, and things like that.
Yeah. If you look at his jumper, Steve, it's got 1,059,000 stitches on that jumper, right? And then that's exactly how many miles it is to the moon. Eh? Is that a coincidence, Steve? Is that a coincidence? I don't think it is. And do you know the lights that they use? Do you know the lights that they use, Steve? Do you know the lights that they use? They were the same lights that they actually used in the corridor when they were going into onto the rocket. They were the same lights, Steve, because they see. And
right,
also,
Warren, stop it! You've gone too far.
Have you seen the one with the rock with the sea on it on the moon? They get look. And there's a rock on the moon, right?
Right.
And it looks like a letter C. It does look like a letter C.
Oh, right, yeah. I think you've seen that.
Say, that's rock C. See, look, I mean...
yeah, that's it, yeah.
If you're going to do... right,
we've got all the rocks. How many have we got? We've got ABC.
Come on, you've got to see how funny this is, James, and all you people. Yes, was. Dave says yes, was. They put cameras 30 feet. I was only messing with you. I don't give a mucky duck. Why did the cameras fall off when the rocket launched? I don't give a mucky duck.
This is a good point. Mucky duck.
Oh, what have we got here? Originally, 20 years away with technology. I have no idea about. Clangers was first on the moon. That's right. I never liked the clangers. They saw some very odd things on the moon, which NASA recorded, both craft and structures as well as light. Oh,
I'm pretty sure they saw fuck all, so it was really barren and boring.
Yeah. It was really
I know Buzz Lightyear, or whatever he was called. He said he couldn't believe how barren and the one thing opposite with the flat Earth, how because it's a lot smaller, you could actually feel the curve. It's because when you're on Earth, the point of the flat Earth is in the RI. It doesn't feel like that we're on a globe, does it? Because it's that big, but because the moon's that much smaller, it was so barren. It says you look round and literally you do feel that you're on.
You can see it see it a lot, man. Yeah. Hold on. They also
fired. Full of shit.
No, look. They also fired a nuclear warhead at the moon, and it echoed like it was hollow. It was picked up by seismologists across the globe and went on for hours. Right. Let's have a look at this. Have they fired a nuclear weapon at the moon? I don't fucking think so. Can you imagine firing a nuclear bomb at the... Right, let's have a look at this. They fired nuclear...
Yeah. Don't worry, if he's Googling it. We're going to get to the truth of this.
Oh, yeah.
Hang on a minute. Can you go on to... duckduck.com, find it on there.
Let's have a look. There's another one. Let's have a look here. Yeah, I'm on to Quack Quack Boom Boom. I'm on Quack Quack Boom Boom. Oh God. Oh, I can't. Right. So, oh, cock off. Right. That's sending me. Oh, anyway. No, they haven't. I love. Imagine fire a missile at the moon. Will it not like blow it up? Nah, you're right. Riffer, I'll bet you as much money as you want that they didn't fire a nuclear war at the moon. He graffiti on the rock. Stan was here. I'm adding the jumper stitch count to the Kubrick list. And he says I bought a Roxy on YouTube. Go on, James. On eBay, yeah. Do you think we have the technology up and do you think we have sent technology up and landed on Mars? Well, we've landed drones on Mars, haven't we? When we've landed, that rover thing and all that lot, but not people. I think Elon Musk said at the earliest 5 years, at the latest 10 years before he'll put somebody on Mars, which would be like.
Would you go? What if you could? And they asked you, do you think you'd go?
No.
But no, it's not even a thought for me. No fucking chance.
It's going to be there'll be people who want to do. Do you know there'll be people out there who've got that DNA that pioneering DNA. Because when you first get there, it'll be well harsh, won't it? It'll be really. There's not a right lot. I mean, there'll all be scientists and all that lot, but you're committed, and no, not for me. But,
well, as much as I love all this shit, it would be brilliant. Blah blah blah. I still can't. I know it sounds a bit boring, this, but I can't get the fact that we need to sort our own shit out here. We can get all, before we're spending all this stupid money. That money isn't. Blah blah blah.
But
we need to just sort our own shit out before we go to fucking Mars.
The thing is, Steve, do you know when you get something that's so tightly packed and so tightly knit like that, all the little things matter, don't they? But if you spread out, and we get to know more, then perhaps the little things will, they won't matter as much anymore. Perhaps I don't know. That's just off the top of my head now. I know there's lots of
write that down. Write that down.
Just thought of that then, but you know what I mean. Everything matters, doesn't it? It's like when you get cabin fever in it, and no, you've moved that remote control there, and I always put that there, and then when you get outside and it's lovely, it doesn't matter anymore, does it? But
I love that opening scene. I've tried to practice it, but I can't do it. But the opening scene with in Planet of the Apes, where he's on the spaceship with cigar. He's having his last cigar before he goes put to sleep. He's on about mankind and what a bunch of cunts we are, and he's hoping that like what we're going to find is blah blah blah. What's it called? What's it called?
What? The spaceship?
Take that gun off me. No, what's it called? The actor.
Charlton Heston. Take your hands off me. I love that. Yeah. You should have saved that for when we do film night.
No, I've tried to do it. It's too hard. I'm not good enough.
Oh, you're a big girl. Well, and he was smoking on the spaceship. You got to love that. You got to love that, like with 70s and stuff like that with technology, and everybody's smoking all over the show in in hospitals and shit like that. If the Earth is flat, is the Moon flat too? Exactly. Seriously, Steve, Google it. Right. I'm going to Google it because it went off to something.
No, that was the. I think he was on about the nuclear things.
I know. I was looking at nuclear warhead at the moon. I saw one earlier, but I was looking at it and it said no, they didn't. They had a theory about it. The project was never carried out, being cancelled after deciding its risk outweighs benefits. But that's earlier. Why the Air Force almost blasted the moon with a H-bomb? What would happen if we nuked the moon? Did NASA really drop the bomb on the thingy? No.
2009 was.
2009. How close did the US once come to nuking the moon? There's a secret plan to net.
You're wasting your time. He's not taking it seriously. He's not proper looking. You're wasting
I'm looking at all. I'm not going into all. I'm looking at all the things going down there, and it was all like it was a plan, but they never did it. So somebody.
What about this one? Somebody must have been the first person to have a wank on the moon and know it themselves and thinking, I must be the first person to have a wank on the moon.
There's not been that many people on the moon, and people like me and you.
Enough for somebody to have a wank.
No, they don't like. They don't like likes of me and you want moon.
Right, how many people have been on the moon? Guess. I'm
Right,
going to
trying to do a
say...
space jizz. Watch how far I can do this.
Close your suit, you prick! Oh, shit! How many people have been on the... I'm going to say 27 people have been on the moon.
27. That's how I will say. 27.
Chat, how many people have been on the moon? Guesstimate, unless you know. Nobody knows that, do they? Do they? And did any of them...
I know. Oh, wait on. Now that's... right. Different there. One says, who are the 12 astronauts who walked on the moon? And then somebody says, who are the 24 astronauts who have visited the moon? Right. So how many people have walked on the moon?
Well, let's go for... Yeah, I think it might be... It's been
12
on the
men
moon.
have walked. 12 men have walked on the moon.
Because Michael Collins didn't get... he didn't go, did he? But he was like there
visited.
watching. Going, you're right, lads. Right, stop wanking.
Can you imagine trying to hit the fucking shuttle, the capsule as it's going around? Hey, hi, Michael, this is for you. Yeah, stop frowning, span.
12 have walked on the moon.
12 have walked on the moon. Yeah. Why can't we? Why can't we see all the NASA junk they left behind with the telescope? Because, Dave, it reflects. It's really reflective.
You can see it.
Yeah, and
if you get a proper microphone. Yeah, apparently you can.
Wait up. Just another person. Guys, I just found out my niece's boss was trying to get with her. She had her phone rolling, forwarded to the police. Good Josh. Oh, good Josh. I like good Josh. A bit of scandal there.
Good Josh.
Good Josh. Oh, good Josh. We all know that the dark side of the moon is where the Transformers have their HQ and they're looking out for planet Earth. Fact! That's fact, that, Risley. That's where the Transformers are.
Was. Get off. Turn off. We need to get off.
Why?
We've been sussed.
What have we been sussed for?
Wait, no,
have I missed something?
Wait.
Fifi's on. Fifi's on. Oh, Fifi! How you doing, Fifi?
Hey, Fifi, all right, pal.
How stupid are these two? Or maybe just paid disinfo with. Yeah, apparently Fifi thinks we're disinformation agents. They think that we're paid for by the government to spread, to cause chaos to all the 20 people that are watching here right at the moment. Come on, Fifi, get yourself on.
You don't really think that, do you? Come on, you don't really, do
Let's get Fifi on. Come on, Fifi, come on. Get yourself on, Fifi. Come on, let's have a chat. Let's get to the bottom of you. I'd love to meet you. Come on. Get on, Fifi. Let's have a good chat with you.
Can you imagine that? Have you had the call? Yeah. I can't believe it. Yeah. We're getting 20 quid a week.
I know.
To spread misinformation. They've given me a list here. Fifi, look, they've given me a list here. It actually starts with utter bollocks.
Steve, look what they gave me, Steve. Look at this.
What?
That's what I got for tonight's show.
What is it? Is that a trophy?
No, it's a remote control. Next week, I'm going to get a plug. And the week after that, I'm going to get a bit of a plastic bit. And they're sending me a television piece by piece. I get rewarded for every piece of information that I disinformation with. Isn't that really good? And then also, I got this as well. Look, they give me that.
I haven't got one.
No, they said I can suck it. That's what they said. They said, go and suck a lemon. Yeah, go and suck a lemon.
Very good. It's disappearing. What does that mean? Do they?
Because, Steve, it's not real. None of us are real, Steve. We're not really here, Steve. We're not really.
You're not watching. You're watching this, but you're not watching this. You think you're watching this, but you're not watching this. I'm going bog-eyed balls, but you're like, what?
Right. Buy things. Buy. Consume. Buy. Right. Let's see how many people buy things and wank at the same time. That'd be well good, wouldn't it? On the news tomorrow. Yesterday, it was just chaos. People masturbating furiously while buying goods from stores. And they say, "Why are you doing this?" "I don't know. I watched something last night. I just can't stop. I'm really thirsty."
You never heard this Steve Moore show, yeah?
More Snickers, more Coke, more Snickers, more Coke. Oh dear. Wouldn't it be great if that were real?
Well, I feel a lot better now. I was dropping knackered before. I had one of them. Oh, I can't be asked doing this, but now,
I've been feeling a little bit poorly.
I had a good old sleep in the bath. I fell asleep in the bath. I haven't done that for ages. By the way,
Island?
No, I haven't got a wank in the bath in me anymore. We're back to wanking.
Sperm Island.
Imagine that. They go, right, somebody get onto them. We've given them 20 quid, and all they do is talk about wanking on the moon and shit like that. It's not about wanking in the bath now. Right. Take that money off them.
That's what you want, though, isn't it? Proper space porn. That can't be far behind that.
They've definitely done on the ice, haven't they? The space. They've definitely done more than they've done the whole everything, haven't they?
They must have had couples.
Yeah, but they've had couples on, haven't they?
Do you think they've done an experiment?
That's not been news. No, but how come that's not been news? Like on that suddenly, well, it's happened, everybody. Big Dave and Sarah here. You know, they started off with friends, and apparently they fucked. This is the first fucking space. We're pretty sure Bob has had a wank a good few months ago, with the cameras. And anyway, we've got the first official space fuck.
He had a go at a facial. But unfortunately, it went disastrously long and it blew all the electrics.
Imagine the poor bugger's just driving along the space and he's like that. Oh, right, pack it in. You dirty bastard, for fuck's sake.
Quit it!
I'm pretty sure they don't drive like that, by the way.
Yeah.
Which way?
The windscreen wipers are inside now, eh? Agent Wild and Agent Beatty of MIT. Mitty. What's going on behind there? Oi.
Are you in the? Are you in the? What's it called? The Orca, by the way.
Huh? The Orca.
And what's behind you? Where are you?
Oh yeah, I'm on the Orca. Yeah. I'm on the Orca.
On the Orca. You're not in the Orca. You're not on. Are you?
That's true. Well, you do say you're on the boat, boy. I'm in the cabin.
In the ship.
No, you're in a ship, aren't you?
On or in?
No, you're in the boat, aren't you?
Can you not be in both?
That's weird because they say in a boat, but then they say on a ship. Nobody ever says on a boat, do they? They say in a boat or on a ship. Discuss.
Ooh, I'm not very good with words, but I'm very good at talking shit. So
people always say I was in a boat or I was on a ship. That's weird.
Right. Well, I'm going to guess because the boat's smaller, you're kind of on it. Because the I forgot what it was in my head. Right, well, you're on a boat. No, you're in a boat. No, they're both. You can do both.
No, you don't. Nobody says on a boat.
Yeah, I was on a boat. I was on this boat going to France. I wasn't in this boat going to France.
Right, yeah. Maybe it has to do with having a deck. You have to have a deck to be on a boat or on a ship. Either it was a rowing boat, you have an inn, don't you? That's what it could be. And then we've got Disco Stew here. Humperdoo flew to the moon. Google Humperdoo. Particularly Humperdoo dancing with an erection. Oh, I thought it was going to be like some kind of thing then. Humperdoo flew to the moon. Google Humperdoo. Particularly Humperdoo dancing with an erection. Or Humperdoo fly to the moon. Go looky! Sorry, Disco Stew. I still don't understand what you said. Humperdoo flew to the moon. Google Humperdoo. Particularly Humperdoo dancing with an erection. Or Humperdoo fly to the moon. Go looky. I like you, Disco Stew. Well played. All right. Baz says, I'm going on Dragon's Den with a new space invention, the jizz catcher. Well, they could do that, couldn't they? Like, do you know 2001 with all the classical music? Do you remember when it's?
Hey, what about this one, Baz? I've gone down to do filming for that Banged Up Abroad in London.
Have you gone down?
Company that do it, yeah, just done it, yeah.
All right, you never said.
It's like a three. Yeah, it's well, I haven't fully told you about it. I was going to tell you another time, but I'll tell you now.
You haven't beginningly told me about it.
Right. Anyway, let me just carry on with the story. So I've gone down to film this Banged Up Abroad, and the company, while I was there, they said they could presume I might going to get a little bit of fame out of this. So they're the same company that do Pointless. So they asked me to film Pointless when I was down there.
Oh,
you know what they put me up with? You know what they partnered me up with? That Nufter Ryland.
Which one's Ryland?
That bloody Nufter. He's on everything. He's on radio, the lot. Teeth and being all that.
Oh, yeah.
He's a lot taller than you think, you know. He's a lot taller than you think.
You're small.
Well, I'm a lot smaller than you think, but he's taller than you think altogether. So,
really? Have you been on Pointless?
Yeah.
Yay! I didn't. As if you didn't say that.
It's a full day's filming. Well, while I was down there, I just did it.
No, but as if you haven't said it.
I brought it here, Pointless. I was going to talk about it.
To me! Like, guess what I did the other day was?
Right,
you
anyway.
fucking weirdo. Is he lying? Is this truth or bollocks? Right, Dave says Moonport, winner. Fifi's here again. So what Fifi says. The only supposed moon landings were under the Nixon administration. Here's a quote from Tricky Dicky. The American public don't believe anything until we show it on TV. I don't know what to say to that, Fifi. Hey, did he say that? He might have said that.
By the way, the Rylands, the Pointless Ryland thing was...
Is that bollocks?
Of course it was bollocks. You nearly ruined it, didn't you? Fucking tell you. I didn't know you'd been down, Phil, as if I wouldn't have told you.
Why are you doing truth to bollocks? It's not truth to bollocks.
It was a rubbish talk that I've told people at work, and I thought... Anyway.
But inside, I still feel wounded because you didn't say anything. That there's a little cut inside me now that won't heal.
It's a daytime program on. It's all right. It's not so bad actually.
Dave says you're on a boat and on a ship. Yeah. It is. I went out on a boat. Yeah, but people do say I was in a boat. People don't say I was in a ship.
On the ship. Yeah.
Yeah. Ryan Clark. He's
sorry, Nicole. I'm just talking utter bollocks.
Yeah, he's fibbing, Nicole. He's turned this show into a den of lies. That's all I can say about that. Den of lies.
Is he called Ryland Clark? He says he's never a bender. Right, you mean
never a bender.
Very slow now.
I can't.
Nufter, I said he's a nufter.
His teeth, isn't it? You know his teeth are like just ridiculous. It's like a. I don't know. It's like a. If you want to down.
Who was it said? I don't know if it's Pete Elliott's here. There was a lad that worked with somewhere. He went to the gay bar somewhere and he says, "Fucking hell, I'm up to me neck in nufters." And he always stuck with me. It was just funny. I'm up to me neck in nufters.
I'm up to me neck in nufters.
Oh, people funny.
Oh, freezing here in Massachusetts. Massachusetts. Remember when you said about one of them must have had the deep voice? You know when they were doing harmonies? One of them said to the other, well, you've got the deep voice, you've got to do the low one. You know what? It was on one of the earliest shows that we did. And when they do the harmonies, and there's one of them that has to have the deep voice. I wonder how low they can go. Because when you sing, do you think they actually go, like what are you doing? Or is it like they... Because imagine first time he did that.
It's well off to go deep, isn't it? Where?
She chooses. JT tells you, this is the only channel I'm not blocked from.
Is it?
Bye. Mike's back.
We've
Good
not
evening,
even
Mike.
blocked that. We've never blocked anybody.
No, we haven't. No, we're all good people here,
I think
though.
Nicole's timed you out. Hey, is Nicole not a mod? How's it?
Eh?
No.
No, we don't
How's
need
it,
mods, though. We don't need mods, do we? No, Nicole, she's always a mod
I
and
know,
everything.
we're
I
all
don't think she gets to enjoy it, Nicole. She's always like modding everybody, and she's a mod on Jimmy's. We don't need mods here. We have
No,
really
we're
good
all right,
people. Just to say everything, Toll Chat, you're all ace. You really are. We never have to tell anybody off, really, right like that. You know what I mean?
No, she is, yeah, but I just thought it said something next to him.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, oh, no, we don't see it here. You only see it on Yet.
This is a modern world.
This is a modern world. What's that, Dan? What's it? My son just said, Mom, I don't want YouTube to know where we live. I didn't give an exact location. Why? Nothing wrong with everybody knowing where you live. I'm not telling where I live. So do you live in Massachusetts, really? Just another person? Just do you live in Massachusetts? No, I know. Still, my son
was it
just
not
said.
Nicole that said that? No, Nicole. No. Oh, I'm confused now.
Oh, there, look, see.
I'm moving next week to where when I was brought up. I've got my last 2 weeks of living around here.
Yep.
So we're having a leaving do, aren't we? So we're not on Saturday night because me and Waz are having a leaving do.
Oh, yeah. And we're not on the Saturday night after that because he's moving and I'm out again. 2 Saturdays now. I'm out on a fucking trot. But, me and Steve are having we're going out having a drink on Saturday night because he's leaving. He's going to Southport. What are they called? The nickname? Sand what?
Sand grinders.
Sand grinders, that's it. Oh, yeah, she does. She's in Massachusetts. There's just another person. Oh, I married a Brit. Oh, well done. It's all good. Well played. Mm-hmm. Didn't Steve time you out when you were going to explore his ladyboy tales? That's too dirty, Dale. Yeah.
You've got a good memory.
Did you time him out? I don't think you timed him out.
No, I didn't. I don't know.
No. No, he's not sailing, Del. He's just moved to Southport. He needs a change of scenery.
Taking the piss, isn't he? You know what we'll have to do as well? Oh, that's what should be on there. I'll get hold of Steve. We'll try and get Steve on to tell where he is now and all that shit.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
He's got another boat and stuff.
Yeah. The big fucking dog.
I keep meaning to ring him, but I don't bloody do it.
What seems harmless enough, but Steve can be very nasty.
Oh, I can be fucking nasty, mate.
Oh, we can. We
I can
really
be a right. CUNT.
See you next Tuesday. He can be a right. See you next Tuesday.
Mark, it's not far off Liverpool-ish. Up the course from Liverpool.
In between Liverpool and Blackpool.
Yeah.
That's what I'd say it is. Yeah.
It's an old Victorian town. It's not that old, Southport. It's only about 200 years old.
Is it?
Literally, yeah, like before, literally the Victorian and everything, there wasn't anything really there.
All right.
Yeah, like you've got a lot of old towns, obviously, like hundreds of years old.
Yeah.
Or thousands.
Ace is here. All right, lads. All right, Ace, guys.
All right, mate.
How you doing,
mate? Just fuck off there, Lordy.
So, Lulu, why do you think Steve can be nasty?
No, Lulu's the one that can be a bit of a...
It's Lulu and Fifi. They were picking on us. Do you remember who they were picking on us? They were both picking on us. You, Fifi and Lulu.
I think Lulu's is Peter... what's it, Peter Racist? I think, that's Peter Racist.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Caramel Peter.
There's no, it's not.
Hey, Lordy, I'll message you, but if you want to come out with your Saturday night, it's my leaving do Saturday night.
Yeah.
We're going around pissing.
Yeah, get yourself out.
I've had a punch on my back and I've just come back from there. Fuck off then.
You two live near each other now. Yeah, James, we're just couple of miles from each other, well, throughout 3 or 4 miles from each other. So we'll be going
Right,
out
there's
for
a
a drink.
connection there, isn't there? Lulu and Fifi. There's a connection, isn't there?
I think.
Beautiful names.
I wonder if it's the same person, Lulu and Fifi. I wonder if Lulu and Fifi are the same because they always pick us. They pick on us, chap. They do. They said they were working for the government, and they said they were here to spread information, and they said that we're here.
Get paid, not true.
They said we're here to sell things and all like that. So I looked
for this. We get shame.
Yeah, and they said we come here to sell things. So I looked up on my Samsung Galaxy S21 and I had to see if I could find anything on me Samsung Galaxy S21. And no. But I'll tell you what, Steve, though, if you do want a phone, you must buy the Samsung Galaxy S20.
What about? I won't fucking bother.
Dean's here, all right, Dean. Where have you been, Dean?
They're all. You don't get the job, don't they? They're all against us. Yeah, they don't have. Anyway. Oh, fuck, we haven't done phones. That's going on the fucking list, all right.
How's your manifesto coming along? Have you added to your manifesto?
Hey?
Have you had any? Your manifesto, has that come along? You want to see that
No,
one? It's a good episode there, guys. If you ever stuck for something to watch, and it was the one on. What was he called? What was the one that we did? The manifesto. What was he called? The guy.
The Unabomber.
The Unabomber. Yeah, watch the Unabomber. You'll get to see. You'll get to hear Steve's manifesto.
Yeah, I am moving back to Southport where I was born and raised till I was about 10.
Yeah.
I still got lots of family over there. So.
Do I need to slam the wrench down? No, don't slam the wrench down, Nicole. Lulu's, she's just another person. Peter's a lovely name too. Yeah, I think Lulu and Fifi are the same. I think so. I do, Caden. Yeah. Good evening, Caden. How you doing, pal? Yeah.
Hi, Caden. We're just off now, aren't we?
Yeah. Oh, are you here? Yeah, because I'm up at 4:45. Yeah, Dean. Yeah, sorry, pal. We're just it's just been a bit of a chit and a chat tonight, really. And like I said,
right. Let's just go through the list. Let's go through the list now and see what people want to do next Wednesday. Yeah, where's your list was anyway? Great. So I've got utter bollocks, phone, sailing, religion, time travel, war, moon landing, JFK, fast food, UFO, ghosts, alcohol, cigarettes, music, art, violence, and prison. What do we want to do next week? What are we on with? Oh, Safari Steve's Adventures. That was I didn't really go down that well, if I'm honest.
Safari Steven's Adventures? All right. Hang on, lads, before GMT you go. Greece. Oh, Mark says do a show on Greece. Yeah, with UFOs. That's right. Oh, right. So, twins.
Yeah, Greece, Mark. Yeah, full one on Greece. Yeah. No, yeah.
Kaden says fast food. Just another person says UFO. Dave says ghost. Right. James says ghost. Excuse me. In Spain, Dean says in Spain, in Valencia, police have said they are joining forces with the police, and they haven't. What's it? And they ain't having it anymore with the COVID pass. In Spain, in Valencia, the police have said that they are joining forces with other police forces across, and they ain't having it anymore with the COVID pass. Good. Well, if that's true, good. Black magic. Yeah. Ooh, black magic.
Well, that could be part of the ghost thing, can't it?
No, would that not be on thoughts and beliefs? We'll sort something out with that. Right then. So for next Wednesday, right? Well, we'll have a look at it then. Because there is a lot. What did people say?
Ghost was the most one. I know it was a massive vote, but a bit different,
Dave says
it?
Ghost. James says ghost. Mark says quiz. Well, we usually do quizzes on Saturdays, don't we, Mark? But we're not on for the two. Lulu says, "Are you barred from Jimmy's show now?" No, we're barring ourselves because we keep turning up drunk.
Jimmy, if you're watching. Jimmy, when I come on saying I've had a few beers, but I'm not pissed, just fuck me off straight away, please.
Me too, Jimmy. Don't let us on piss, Jimmy, if you're listening. Yeah, we're sick of ourselves.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Oh, the British Bigfoot. Oh, Bigfoot. We've got to do Bigfoot.
Ooh.
Get Bigfoot on the list. Yeah. Not next week, but we've got to do
You know,
Bigfoot.
only last week I was looking at loads of Bigfoot, and it does go
Right,
back
ghosts. Right, we've had the most
nowhere.
for ghosts because just another person said ghosts
to
as well.
ghosts. Yeah, great,
So
yeah.
ghosts.
Yes,
So
got-
next
Got some
Wednesday.
good ghost stories.
Oh yeah. So we want all your best ghost stories. Do you think ghosts are real? Have you had ghostly encounters? And have you ever been sucked off by a ghost or pleasured by a ghost? Remember that film? What was that film? The Entity, weren't it? Remember the film The Entity?
Yeah. Hey, I've got a really good story about it. You remember when yeah! It wasn't a ghost, it was me.
Calm down, everyone. Calm down. It wasn't real. It's Jesus Christ.
Pathetic is the word. Right.
Right, guys.
We'll see-
So next Wednesday,
We'll see you
we're
all
doing
next
ghosts.
Wednesday.
All things spooky next Wednesday. Yeah, that's it. See you next Wednesday. What film's that off?
Ooh.
It's off-
Oh, I don't know. What was it?
It's an old, I can't remember. I think it's a werewolf film or something. Is it letter? Was it?
It
say?
was. Let's just fuck off.
See
We
you
need to
next
fuck off.
Wednesday. Goodbye, everyone.